hope it jams.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, hoping that you like me. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly we're bright and breezy because of all the wonderful and new things we're seeing about you day by day. Welcome, Jessica.
That's very good.
Jessica Mathews.
That was very good. You did it.
You can't get it like this. You can't get it like that.
That was beautiful.
So she likes that.
Man, and not only that, believe it or not, Jessica. Okay, this was supposed to update. I do have visual aid.
Yes, sir.
Because it is with one T.
That's right.
She came with two.
And sent out the boardroom.
Dave is not my brother.
Oh,
That's right, Dave.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And she knows Dave, man.
Yeah.
That's a feather in you. That's a feather. Martha.
That is a feather.
That's a feather.
Well, let me tell you about this person. Because she is one of those multitasking, do it all kinds of people, you know. And so it's hard. It's hard sometimes, you know, but you know they probably have good credit. See, when you date women like this, they usually have good credit. You know, you can't cover the bill.
My FICO score is pretty good.
She can whip out that plastic, baby.
You know what?
Can you pick up this round, baby?
But
you know.
only an Amex card. You can't have too many credit cards.
Oh.
Not too many. That's what makes the score go down.
Well, let's take a look at you guys. You know, we featured. She has a wonderful online presence. Let me just read to you from my visual aids, if I may. Jessica Mathews is a SAG actor, host, and producer. Jessica was born in St. Petersburg, Florida. She graduated from the University of Florida. She actually graduated. University of Florida. University of Florida, you know, because they party down there.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Wow.
They do. You look and see. And she graduated, I said that 3 times now, with a bachelor's degree in business administration and dual minors in economics.
Here we go.
Wow. Switching gears, as she has been known to do, she is now a professional working actor, performing throughout the world. She has appeared in numerous theatrical performances, as well as having appeared in numerous films, television shows, and national commercials. She enjoys performing and working on her craft. Now let me tell you some of her latest news. How about things like shoe fetish? Jessica's recently cast in a short film, Shoe Fetish, shooting in November. What kind of freaky shit are you doing, Jessica? Hell is this?
Not what it sounds like, you guys. Not what it sounds like.
How come you don't give her the sound effects?
Oh, but I can't read the sound effects. You know, you're kind of challenging. See, you know.
Where's my bench? You go, well,
I gotta.
See, there you go.
I gotta read and sound effect at the same time.
Yeah, that's hard.
I can't scratch.
Well, internet television is unforgiving, right?
Man, okay, I'll try.
It's unforgiving.
Okay, let me tell you some of her latest news, you guys, because she's so diverse, and that's why. Okay, you know, we love them at Pax Stereo. We love beautiful, intelligent, creative women. Those extra special ones that are not only fine, but when you fall down, they can take charge. They can run shit they damn selves. That's the kind I like.
You to the hospital.
That's
if
right.
I needed to.
They don't intimidate me. Shit.
Is that a challenge?
I'm just saying, this is the place where intelligent women find the men who appreciate them.
Oh yeah, we do.
We love the ones who are very well traveled and who've been more places than we have and know which fork and which spoon appropriate.
Outside in.
Outside in. See? So that's why we celebrate individuals like Jessica Mathews. And that's why we want, because you get, first things first, you look and you always have, especially the men, because you're a pig. So you first thing you think is, let's not talk about it. But then later on, you say, wow, she's so talented. She's so interesting. So that's what we want you to know. So, but her latest news includes Shoe Fetish, also Special Olympics. She's a volunteer for the Special Olympics of Southern California, I believe that is, and she's and she was in the regional tennis tournament, right?
Well, I was part of the team that helped the
that's
kids.
good enough.
Yeah. I didn't
Sponsor.
play in that, but
She was the queen of the tournament. For those who weren't there, I saw her riding in the queenly thing.
Elbow, wrist.
There you.
But how about this one,
that.
Vic? She's in Lesbian Cops.
You know, I was wondering.
I'm getting the crowd.
You know what? You have to be able, when you go to acting more, you have to be able to have an out of body experience.
Well, you know what I like about this. First of all, because I just want to, we're going to ask her. I got to name some of these, but then we're going to ask her about her whole lifestyle doing this. But I needed you to see this.
Yeah, she
was the winner of the Monologue Fest. Wow. You guys, with the Neo Ensemble Theater Company.
Exactly.
Now that's a hot thing to be the monologue.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That takes some, female balls, something like that.
Go on.
Yeah. There you go. Something like that.
It's weird. That was part of my act.
Are you serious?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. You got me. See,
but wow. So she's been, and now here's the thing. Now that's not even to mention the things in which she's now acting as a producer and a line producer. So first of all, you guys, everybody, once again, let's acknowledge our guest.
Yes, sir.
Jessica.
There we go.
Mathews.
Wow.
Lesbian Screams. Okay, we got it. Hey, so Jessica, tell us, how did you get going? How does give us the early days of you. The young girl.
Okay.
What makes a young girl go off and do these things like you have done?
Well, actually, it's kind of a weird story. I grew up in the barbecue restaurant business in Florida.
Okay, you guys. And I was born in Florida.
But Where are you from?
Jacksonville.
Okay. I have family there. But I was born in, obviously, St. Petersburg. Do what you said. But yeah, I'm a Bucks fan. I'm a Gator fan. But I grew up in the barbecue restaurant business, and I'm an only child. So I figured I'll go to school for business, and I'll just run the restaurants. And my last semester, I got into acting, and my professor was like, "You're really good. You should audition." And and I started auditioning and getting roles, and then.
Wait a minute, that's kind of a late bloomer. So that means that you didn't do stuff like high school plays. You weren't you were all the way in college.
Everyone wanted me to model for them, and my dad was like, "Models are druggies," and I was like, "Okay, I guess I won't do that." So, but it's a little bit of that, but not really. And then it basically happened in college. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So during those other times, in terms of all this creativity, it was just stuff that you thought about for fun, or you didn't even,
Yeah, I thought I had all this concentration in econ, and I was just like, I need a fun class. I need something for fun. It was my last semester. I'm a senior. I got to do something fun, and that's when I took the class, and then I started then. So.
Wow.
And then producing just came because. In Florida, unfortunately, there aren't a lot of roles for actors, so I thought, well, I should start my own production company and start producing projects to put myself in.
Now, wait a minute, you guys. I always have to stop them. So I just thought I would start my own production company. See? No, because my point is always the types of individuals. That's always my point. Yeah. Because she had come from that family background, I guess, where... running your own business of any kind.
Right.
Any kind is work, right?
Yes.
And usually if you are the child of someone, who has their own business, then you work for your parents.
Oh, I worked when I was 7. Every weekend. Not joking. There's no child labor laws there, okay? I was like, well, Jessica will do it.
Oh, you get to have fun in the shop today, honey. Yes, helping the customers take orders.
Hostess, I did catering, and then I started cashiering when I was 13. But, I gotta say, I was a pretty badass prep cook and line cook. Slicing the meat.
Wow. So you're kind of tough there too. Huh? Yeah. You're not, even though you're not one of them pretty women that if the tire goes flat, you can have
sweat. Yeah, I'm in the barbecue pit. Sweating, getting the orders ready, throwing the burgers on the grill. I've definitely done that for sure. Did that for a while. So, it's fun though. It's fun.
So what happened after that then? Once you made this decision after senior year, then what happened?
So I moved to Orlando, And I started
big jump.
kind of, yeah. But I was like, well, it's close by, and Daddy
felt okay about it.
Nearby, and then I ended up moving out here. So a few years ago, yeah.
So that was hard on family, huh?
Yeah. My parents are still there, so it's hard. But it's I go back, and I visit a lot, so it's good.
So what do you think of the West Coast now that because
I love it.
Both of them are sunny places. They're different,
right.
but you people think, well, we both come from places involving a lot of water.
True.
So you get used to the water environment.
Right.
But it's definitely a different kind of people, huh?
Yeah. It's
a little different cultural. It's a little cultural shock.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I came out here for a couple months to make sure it's where I wanted to be, and I thought, okay, I'll check it out, and I did, and I loved it. And then I went back, and I wanted to get out. I wanted to be back here. So I really love it here.
Well, you've been getting into a lot of stuff. No, I mean, you come out here and you've been busy. So it's been kind of good for you to have come out here. You're getting to have a little bit of the what should be the fun part of the California scene, right?
Right. It is. It's fun. It's really fun. And I have a lot of really good friends out here, and I love it out here. So,
well, tell us how you came to be a producer.
Okay.
And what's the difference between a producer and a line producer, by the way?
Okay, so when I started a company called Porcelain Productions in Florida, and
Porcelain Productions.
Yes. Because everybody would tell me I look like a porcelain doll. I'm like, I guess. But I'm super white. I'm like, French and Dutch, so there you go. So
you got to keep your sunscreen with you.
Heck yeah. Every day. Big sunglasses. No lines, Gotta worry about that now.
Working, girls, working.
Yeah, thanks. But I started doing that, and then I created a few commercials for our restaurants that I directed and produced. And
so the local, in other words, because you were in the restaurant business already, you knew that. So you knew some other restaurants around there, maybe, and they let you do commercials for them.
Well, I did commercials for our restaurants, and those for cable. Yeah, exactly.
But now you said restaurants.
We had 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Dad. That's hard work and you're the only child?
Yes.
Oh man. So okay, that's okay. All right. Yeah. So you did work.
I did.
3. Wow. So you made the
30
commercials. Years. Now how did that come about? Was your dad receptive to that whole thing when you first came up? Would you say, Dad, I have an idea for a commercial?
Yeah. I was like, well, let's do this, commercial. I have friends who can come over, we're gonna shoot it. My production company, their production company will come together, and they were like, okay, cool. My mom was like, yeah. So they definitely said, yeah, go for it. And that was fun. And then I had a TV show pilot that I created and shot that in Orlando, and I shot a few other things for some people, and then I did theater shows too. So I produced some theater shows, and then I came out here. And then in 2009, a girlfriend of mine wanted me to produce her short film, Savor the Insanity. And there wasn't a role in it for me, and I was like, okay, I'll still do it. But then I actually realized how much I really love producing, even though I wasn't in it. So a lot of the projects I do now, it's word of mouth. People call me up, clients, come to me.
Well, now that's an interesting point, too, now, because producer, and it would always come up before when we were with our independent music stuff, because especially back in the day when everybody who had a computer thought they were a producer. Every songwriter who had a computer thought they were a producer, but they're not. And there's a big difference in producers, and especially the type that are so good at it that other people come to get you to produce their stuff.
Right.
Tell us a little bit, how would you define the role of producer in the areas of which you came, dealing with your friends' independent products? What is the role? What does the role mean? What does it exactly mean to be a producer?
It's everything from, well, you were asking about line producer versus producer, and line producer is typically like, taking a script, I would break it down, do budgets, things like that. A producer does everything from, line producer could be hiring crew, all that, but producer does everything too, from like taking a script, kind of molding it into, you know, more of a workable format, seeing how this would translate onto film, doing things that are creative kind of tweaks to a project as well. And then also helping with like casting and bringing cast on board. You know, it could be anything to, depending on what level it is, studio or independent, bringing on the crew, you know, hiring and firing crew, which I did in the restaurants too. So that was pretty easy. But, you know, bringing people aboard, helping that director's vision come to life, and making sure just kind of all aspects of production are in place. Like as far as, you know, production goes, you know, I've had low budget things where I'm doing the SAG paperwork. I'm doing, you know, lots more than on other ones. So it varies. But it's everything from pre to post and in between, being on set, making sure, you know, we're getting what the director wants in each shot, you know, checking monitor, making sure everything's running smoothly, doing payments, all the way to post-production, hiring a sound mixer, hiring an editor, getting, you know, the composer on board, doing...
So everything...
Yeah, it's
making it happen.
Making it happen,
Now, how did you get your first... Because, you know, that's a responsibility kind of a situation. Here you are new to Los Angeles. Doesn't it seem like that? But you had the experience from Florida.
Right.
You had this... But how did you apply that here? You had to move quickly because you didn't know anybody.
Right, exactly.
And to be a producer, a lot of that is knowing people, right?
It is. My film Shoe Fetish, I actually met the director at the Gator Club, Southern California Gator Club. So I'm very much, you know, in the community. But I've been on the board of directors for the Southern California Gator Club for the last 3 years. So go Tebow.
That's so hot.
Lucky, I'll show you my tattoo. My one and only.
Man.
But you know, getting out there, meeting people, going to events. I mean, I'm constantly meeting people, and just red carpet things or going to other friends' functions. I mean, it kind of spirals, and people, you know, they want to hire you. So, and friends of friends. I mean, I've gotten a few my project in silence I got through my friend Mitra, and that's how I met the director and writer Will. And we've gone on to, you know, win some awards and get nominated and go to a ton of film festivals. And so a lot of films have been doing that, and I'm very grateful. So
that's right.
Cool.
Wow. Well, she's got items that are in post-production. She's got items at film festivals. I even wrote this. And she's got items in pre-production. Let's take a look at her online presence. One thing about people like Jessica is that they have very unique online presences.
Yes.
And let's take a look. Here is mine. Visit Jessica on the web. Now, Jessica, come on, you guide me in this tour a little bit.
You're so funny.
Yeah, because we got your acting website. We got your IMDb. We got your producing website. Look at this, you guys. Her Actors Access, her LA Casting, her MySpace, YouTube, and her VIP invitation. Look at all this.
I'm on Facebook too. So
she's on Facebook.
I should put that up there. What am I thinking?
Look at this wonderful presences.
Which one should you go to?
Yeah, come on now. Directors like Hugh Hauser. Jessica, tell us about your place here.
I usually try to... I usually try to update. I mean, I update my own website and update my...
Yay! See, work ethic. Hear that, people? Because our clients, it's hard for them. She updates her site. She lives with it as part of her.
Yeah. So I update my JessicaMathews.com, Mathews with one T, and I update my SpringfieldFilms.com, and... yeah, I mean, I need to update it this week.
Let's go take a look and cup those two at least, right?
Okay, cool.
Let's go. Let's go to with one T. Take a look, you guys. Hey, that's kind of provocative.
Yeah. Photo by David Muller. He's awesome.
Nice, simple.
Great photographer.
Captures your attention. Go ahead.
Yeah. Lesbian Cops. That's a webisode I've been doing, and we actually posted 3 of our episodes so far, and we're getting close to our... I think we just hit 100,000 views on YouTube. It's really funny, and it's kind of a throwback back to the 70s.
Well, we can at least show them the...
Very fun. And we have a Facebook page for Lesbian Cops, It's Lesbian Cops, the movie. And that's by Farouz Farang. That's a pretty awesome project.
Okay, I got to show it. I'll get that one. Lesbian Cops.
And we're really getting embraced by the lesbian community. It's awesome. I mean, there's so many funny one-liners. It's a really funny, funny show. It's a comedy. It's like a spoof, kind of. But it's definitely the brainchild of this guy Farouz. It's awesome working with him and everybody else on that. Dane, David, Aaron. Hey.
Okay, well now, I found this at least this one.
I knew you would. You're ready for it, aren't you?
At least we can tell people to go there and see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take a look.
How long did it take to shoot this product?
We shot the first 3 episodes over a weekend, and then the other 2 we waited a little bit and shot those about a month later. So yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah,
it's good production. Wow.
Yeah,
good output, man.
Yeah.
Hey, do they have a trailer?
We do on the website, and then some of the other projects. I just shot this project called Warehouse. 2 guys trapped in a warehouse. Casey Nelson directing, and it's pretty awesome. It's looking great. So we have an awesome composer on board, and our editor is awesome, and some other things. Shoe Fetish is in post-production. And let's see, Guitar Party Nightmare has gone on to win a lot of awards. Very funny.
Guitar Party Nightmare.
Nat Brookins is our director on that. Yeah, it's very funny.
Well, here comes your trailer for Lesbian Cops.
Okay.
This is bigger than you and me. This is bigger than all of us. It goes all the way to the top. All the way to the top, to the President of the United States of America.
Meet your new partner, Jones. Officer Rashida Thompson.
No more partners for me, Chief. I'm done with them.
Would you cut me some slack? It's my first day. Give me a break.
The bad news is you lost your 3rd partner this week.
I work alone now.
You better calm the fuck down, bitch, before I have to haul your motherfucking ass downtown. I ain't got time for no motherfucking hostile witnesses.
I find partners get in the way.
Well. If it isn't the dykes on bikes.
Right now, you're just a couple of clam snackers in an ocean full of dick.
We've got solid evidence.
You got a junkie witness.
You got a fucking problem with that?
Man, all right, you guys. Lesbian Cops, yeah.
Hey,
man, let's got lesbian screams.
Yeah, I want to be arrested.
Yeah, no kidding.
Man, that is funny. And that's a whole web. It's going to be a whole ongoing web. It's 3 episodes you set up there?
So far, yeah, and we're going to launch the other 2 very soon. So
you guys got to check that out.
Yeah, I've been on AfterEllen.com, lots of different, write-ups, and it's all going good so far.
Once again, there's the website, Lesbian Cops.
Yeah, Lesbian Cops.
That's nice.
Lesbian Cops Movie. So Lesbian Cops Movie, one word, .com.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, see, out of the box thinking, like I said,
Definitely.
I'm serious. I think the lesson too here, because we always tell people they have to, how you get yourself involved in production and what you have to do. It could be impactful when you approach it the way you have, where you say, I have to go non-traditional ways.
Right.
And immediately, now, if Mario decided to do a show called Lesbian.
Well, if I was in it, it'd be something different.
It would be.
See, so the hand
not better or worse, just
different.
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
So what we're saying is
different.
Well, look, you know what?
Take a look at this, you guys.
I know. I knew he was
while you're thinking about the Lesbian Cops and all the shoe fetishes.
Awesome.
See, you can sit here and watch these images. See.
Here's a question I have. Just a quick one. A lot of times you have to nurture a lot of relationships just to get off the jumping point.
Right.
How difficult was it for you? Because in every area that you're in a project, it seems like it just rolled, snap, crackle, pop. I mean, was there a magnetism to it? What was it that drew it in?
For this project or for
this
any?
project or any project?
I read this. This actually derived from a writers group that I'm in, and it was so super funny. You know, right off the bat, I thought this is going to be super funny, and it's going to be great for the web, and you know, I'm excited, and I was like, yeah, I want to do it. I've had other projects, you know, where they're like this short film called The Proposition, written and directed by Ed Stein. It's an awesome dark comedy about this mom who hires a hitman to kill her daughter, who may or may not be the devil. And it's really funny. We just won the audience award at the Virginia Film Festival, and we premiered at LA Shorts. And yeah, that's pretty cool. It stars Taj Stashwick and Tiffany L. and Megli Masek as the daughter. So very fun. And actually, the daughter's name is Jessica. So I read the script, I was like, is he trying to kill me?
Wow.
What's the message,
No,
right?
yeah, what's the message here, Ed? No, but yeah, that was such a great collaboration and great team. Gavin Barclay and Max Oswald were my co-producers on that. So
now, would that be so Springfield Films?
Yes.
How does that tie in with all? That's where you're
exactly. Some of my projects are, you know, I collaborate with another production company, and Springfield might be in association with production company. Sometimes I'm the main production company on a project, and kind of getting into distribution on some things, such as Holding Back is this feature mockumentary that we did about extras in a holding area. And it's pretty funny. And so you can imagine about extras being in a holding area on set, and they have no food. They're starving. And the lead actress of the film that they're working on, you know, she campaigns against world hunger. So it's just like this whole, you know, thing. And we're working on distribution for that. I'm working on some other that was written and directed by Carrie Dunn, and executive produced by John Clinton. And so we're working on that, and distribution for things such as an awesome short film called Off They Go, and that's a drama. Yeah, it takes place at an airport. My friend works in an airport, so I got us this really cool location out in Hemet, actually. So that was really fun to shoot at, and some of the shots just look amazing. And all these cameras that, you know, we shot Off They Go on the 7D, we shot The Proposition on the Red. So, you know, there's all these different, if you have an awesome DP and they really know how to use the camera well, I mean, it's going to look amazing. And we've had some really, really great people on board. So, yeah.
How are you finding today's, you know, social networking environment with the Facebook and Twitter? How, you know, for a lot of people in your area, they haven't quite adjusted to the phenomenon. You know, you're young, okay, so I'm sure you run into older people because we run into them, who really are having trouble adjusting to the current phenomena that's occurring in media in general, right? The shift away from print media, okay? That's right. That's right. The way films are being done, the way the money's going. How are you finding that, Jessica?
Funny you said that. Because it's a list of some projects I'm working on, so I forget. But, you know, I'm doing this documentary that focuses on Pat Tillman. So some people don't go online, so I send out postcards.
Pat Tillman, the former NFL player who was killed in the Friendly Fire piece? Wow. Mm-hmm.
So this is going to document this ride out from California to Arizona. And it's going to talk all about the foundation, and it's really about raising money and awareness for the Pat Tillman Foundation.
Well,
it supports the veterans and their families. So,
right on. Okay. Okay.
This is In Silence. This actually was a short film that I was talking a little bit about earlier, and this one actually has won awards, and we've been nominated, gone on to maybe like 10 film festivals so far. It actually is based on true events. The writer-director, his sister was molested by their father growing up. So he wrote a script to kind of, you know, get this word out there. And we've had a lot of people come up to us at Film Fest who have said, thank you so much for making this film, because, you know, this happened to me, and now this like gives me, I feel like I have a voice out there. But yeah, that's a great film.
Wow.
And here's the Proposition.
Yeah.
The piggy with the gun. You know? Very fun. But yeah, we do, you know, all different, here's Savor the Insanity, starring my friend Connie Monroe, David Buglioni, Sandra Papuro, Renato Birabin. And basically, this is a fun, quirky movie about Kat, who she lives with her parents. She's in her 30s, and she lives with her parents in the Bronx. And she's scared of marriage and death and everything in between. And she has to give the eulogy at her crazy aunt's funeral. Named her on the deathbed to give the eulogy. So she does, and she goes to practice at the funeral home, of course, and ends up getting trapped in the casket. And
Trapped in the casket.
some other things happen there. So, yeah, but there's all, you know, tons of fun things that we definitely, you know, use this as a medium, too. So... Angelino Film Festival.
Yeah, I heard of
by
that.
Jeff Vernon.
Yeah.
I helped him with that last year. I was on the board of that. And I like being on the board of Film Fest, helping, you know, do things in the community. I try to do a lot of charity work when I can and do, you know, stories. I did this short film called I Am Netta, and that was written and directed by Nicole Siddiqui, and it's about the story of Netta, who died under fire, and it's basically just telling the events of that day of what happened to her before she died. So, and that's a really well known you know, story. Very sad. It was a really well known death that happened.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
Definitely. You know, it's interesting. I can't help but to ask a question. When do you get time to sleep? Yeah,
I love sleeping. I actually love sleeping.
I love sleeping.
When I get sleep, I'm like, oh, this is amazing. And I have a very cozy bed, and I have a nice pillow, so, you know, it helps. Definitely helps with the rest. But you know, I like to get 8 hours a night if I can. So 7 or 8.
And here's the other part, Mario, that you don't know. A lot of production, right? She's doing a lot of production, but she actually prefers being an actress, right?
I do.
So how are you going to swap out all that energy of production, the business enterprise, and then now take that same energy and go over to acting? How do you juggle those?
Well, I'm in 2 theater groups. One is the New York Acting Ensemble West, and that was founded by Ken Yulo, an amazing instructor, the most awesome director I've worked with ever. And that, you know, we've had some performances with that. And then I'm also part of the Neo Ensemble Theater, which is a theater group out here in Los Angeles as well. And I've been performing with them. So, and I'm going to be in the Best of the Best competition, that thing you were talking about.
Yeah.
So I did my little fun little monologue and won an award.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, you know, I do that. I love doing theater. I mean, if it paid the bills, I would probably be doing that constantly. I love it. But obviously, you know, film is such a great way to get everything out there and get seen and get, you know, get noticed. So I'm just trying to do more TV. I'd love to get more auditions for television, actually. I had a couple this year, a few, but I booked Torchwood, and that aired in July, and I played a news anchor. So I get that a lot. I get like, you look like a realtor or a news anchor. And I'm like, I'll take it. Let's do this. After a what? Pay me.
I got one more question for the future. With all the, you know, independent filmmakers that you're running across and you're working with, are they looking how prominently in the future does selling their product directly to the public? You know, in the old days, pretty much everything needed to go through Hollywood and traditional distribution.
Right.
Now you have things like Amazon Unbox, and iTunes is spreading to have more of it. Even YouTube has, you know, for sale and for rental. How do you all see the future being in terms of where you're going to get your money from? The independent film people I'm talking about now. How are they looking at this phenomenon?
It's weird. It used to be this thing where, you know, we would go to AFM and take a project and pitch and all of that. There are some places, there are outlets not only for features but also shorts, such as In Silence. We went to the AOF Film Festival and, you know, like I said, got nominated for Best Social Commentary Award and won a Award of Merit. And they basically said, hey, we want to take your film and we want to, post it out there for you. So there's ways where you can sign exclusive or non-exclusive agreements with people like that. You can take things over to places such as IFC. For holding back, they're looking at, they want to do iTunes and Amazon. For this feature I'm doing called Trailer Trash, trailertrashthefilm.com or Trailer Trash Film. I have all these websites in my head. But Trailer Trash, written by Steve Rothenbuehler, who actually approached me out of Florida. He's a writer. And, he knew I was from there, and we I've been attaching talent and getting money for that. And, we're looking at doing that too. We're looking at possibly doing a little bit of regular distribution, like normal, kind of like what you do back in the old days, as well as doing some online outlets. And I don't think that people need to be, just in one area. I think it's good to have someone different for national distribution and someone else for international, because you're not tying yourself down, and you don't have to sign a 7-year agreement with someone. You can sign something that's a year or 2 years. They have it for a certain period of time, and don't sell yourself short.
Exactly.
I mean, because there are many ways where you can do it yourself. I mean, you don't want to be going around to the bars like taking your movie and trying to sell it, but there are better ways to do that. Amazon, iTunes, like you said. I mean, there's so many different outlets now, and it's great. It's different. I have a little bit of an old school mentality as far as, sometimes thinking about features, getting distribution and going out there, but definitely open to all different outlets. And I think that someone should look at every single way that they could possibly do it and make that decision on what they think is best for them. So
wow. So here we go. Another mover and shaker. We love it, and again, such an online presence. Remember, you guys, we listed it too on the site. The places, her acting website, her IMDb presence, her production website, which is springfieldfilms.com. And remember, jessicamatthews.com, that's with one T. Okay. And also her presences on MySpace, YouTube, and Facebook.
Yeah, and LA casting got me. I just got tired after I got page 80. Okay? I just got tired of page 80. I was going, okay, well, how are we going to cover it? So all I'm telling you guys right now is if you want to see the wealth, and I always say this is just not about the celebration of an individual's achievements, but I think a lot of people have to look at the cross-branding of industry production, that there are a lot of similarities in which you do work, whether it's record, film, TV, whatever it is, you're taking on this mantle of being able to be in demand. What I got out of all this is that you are in demand. Okay, that's the one word. Well, 2 words. Let me see. I've been doing my ABCs at night. 2 words. Okay, so to me, this is the example. So if people are taking note on this right now, to me, the reaching out is, I'm more interested in how the relationship came about. Because a lot of times you're just on that freeway of production. Right. And so you don't really stop. And a lot of people want to know, well, how did you wrap this all up? We got people just trying to get computers.
That's another. Everybody, our guest, Jessica Mathews, everyone.
Bam. Yes.
Give her a hand.
Man, I'm going to pick her brain all day. I got to get the barbecue. Yeah, all right, man. Y'all set?
I'm ready to sing. Getting to know you. Here we go. Getting to know all about you. That's right. Getting to like you. Hoping that you like me. Hey, you guys, haven't you noticed? Suddenly we're bright and breezy because of all the wonderful and new things we've learned about you day by day. That's Sippin and Schmoozin. Sippin.
Yes. Wow. 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 Wow.